Hello everybody, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate your support of my new project, which is focusing on helping people regain their flexibility as an adult, particularly those with locked up hips, tight hamstrings and stiff backs, which probably describes most of us. This is new to me, making videos and promotion and all of that stuff. I'm going to do one take. If I go wrong, bear with me, but I'm having fun with it, and while I think I can give you some helpful advice for free, then I'll continue to do it. So let's get started on some exercises that will help you open up hips, strengthen your lower body and gain a good range of motion. Here's how you can get in contact with me and the things we'll be working on. See the question there, can you touch your toes? It's not a bad question to start with. Many of us, especially from 30 onwards, lose the ability to just forward fold, reach down, touch our toes. It's not the be and end all, but it's a great expression of flexibility, something to work towards. At 41 years old, I found I couldn't do it. I was nowhere near. I'm now 45 and I can. So it can be done. Let's get on with some exercises then. Cossack squats. These are great for building lower body strength, muscle and mobility. Good for everyone. Start high, keep your heels down, get lower over time. Don't rush this. There's no end goal. Nothing magical happens if you get lower and lower. Just find the range that works for you. I will end up turning my toes towards the sky to focus more on the hamstrings at some point, but as I say, work between the range, what's right for you. Do a couple of sets of these, about 90 seconds each, do them every other day, but more regular if you can. Hip internal rotations. See how my knees are high here? I will start to lower them towards the ground one at a time and then both over time as you get more flexible. So these are a great exercise for stiff hips if you're coming out of an injury, good for overall health. I will then take my hands off the ground, relying on the strength of my hips and the rotation. And I will progress to pushing up off the ground and extending my hips forward, relying on just strength and internal rotation. There is no right way, there is no perfect way. Do the one that's right for you. Shout out to Arena Fitness here in Newark, where I'm filming those videos. Okay. Sitting cross-legged, I've paused it here. Do you remember when you did that at school? We'd be in the reading corner like these kids here, and you'd just sit cross-legged as a child loads of times, wouldn't you? But as we grow up, we don't do it. It's a great way to sit to open up your hips. Okay, leg swings. Goodness, we're straight into it. Swing at a range that is right for you. It's not about height, but it's great to open up the hips, okay? Next we move into leg strengthening. Start low, medium, high as your strength and your flexibility gets better. These are great for martial artists, by the way, but they're good for everyone, and it's a good alternative exercise to build glute and hip strength. Great. Okay, you can stop there if you want to. There are a few exercises there you can start to introduce daily. If you do stick around, I'm going to tell you a little bit more for a couple of minutes about what my project is aiming to do, what Men's Mobility Coach is, what its aspirations are. So I want to help adults regain their flexibility. Gaining back your mobility and flexibility as an adult is quite tough, especially if you haven't kept it from a child. If you've got locked up hips, tight hamstrings and stiff lower back as I did at the age of 40, then I can definitely help you. I got mine back. You might want to be able to touch your toes again, squat down and move with more freedom. It's not about extreme ranges of motion, but if you do want more extreme ranges of motion, I can help. What's not helpful is when you Google flexibility, you often get gymnasts and young people that have always had extreme ranges of motion, and it's not entirely helpful if you're an adult, especially an adult man, that wants to regain your flexibility. I started that journey at 41, I'm 45. So I offer science and stretching discovery classes, free 30-minute class, but I work with people online and in person to help them regain a basic range of motion. Some yoga poses without the esoteric and the spirituality stuff, some strengthening, mobility and flexibility exercises aiming to help you get a basic range of motion back. When you do, it feels good. It's like taking off a suit and tight clothing at the end of the day and getting into your pajamas and your tracksuit. It feels good to feel free. Reach out to me. Thank you for supporting me. Let me know how I can do better at this. I'd love to know how to promote myself even better. But more importantly, it's been great talking to you and I hope it's helped. Thank you.